Hi everybody, Miss Mary back again with another fun story time from Midpoint Libraries. In fact, today is a special Saturday story time because this is Children's Book Week. Isn't that cool? A whole week all about children's books. So I thought we could share a special story time. Are you ready? If you're ready for a story, wave hello. If you're ready for a story, wave hello. If you're ready for a story and you want us all to know, if you're ready for a story, wave hello. Hi, everybody. So this week is Children's Book Week, and the theme this year is Reading is a Superpower. Now, Children's Book Week is a special event brought to us by our friends at the Children's Book Council and Every Child a Reader. This year's theme is Reading is a Superpower, which I totally agree with. And I have an awesome book about just that topic. Let's get started. All right, so our book today is called Super Sloth, and this one was written for us by Robert Starling. He also did the pictures. And I like that picture of the sloth there on the front cover. You know, when you think about a sloth, you don't think about speed. That's usually something that superheroes can do, move really fast. And if I'm not mistaken, sloths can't fly. So this will be interesting to see how Super Sloth happens. Are you ready? Super Sloth by Robert Starling. In an ordinary jungle, up an ordinary tree, on an ordinary branch, there lived a very ordinary sloth. He hung out in the same place every day, and nothing much happened. Until one day, it did. What a strange leaf, thought Sloth. I think the sloth is looking at that red backpack on the ground with some things hanging out of it, and one of those looks like it might be a book. Oh, it is. It had little pictures drawn all over it, and the pictures told a story. Sloth read it day, all night. And the next day, too. It was amazing. Wow. What if Sloth could be a superhero, too? All he needed was a costume like the one in the pictures. He already had a mask, right? Because of the way the sloth's coloring around the eyes is. And he quickly found a cape. Then he was ready to go and save the day. Very slowly. It wasn't long before his super sloth ears picked up a distant cry for help. Sloth rushed over. There's the toucan at the bottom crying, saying, "Help, help! Someone's stolen my mangoes!" By the time Sloth got there, it was too late. "Oh, bother," said Sloth. "It was that sneaky anteater," cried Toucan. "I don't have a single mango left." "Not to worry, Toucan," said Sloth. "I'll climb up the highest tree, then I'll definitely spot the crook." Eventually, something streaked across the forest floor. "Now I'll catch that sneaky anteater," cried Sloth. He stretched out his arms, spread his cape, and launched himself from the tree. Ka-flump! "Bother," said Sloth. "It didn't look this hard in the pictures. I guess I'm not meant to be a superhero after all." The other animals were just as glum. Glum, that's a new word. Glum means sad. The other animals were just as glum. "If we don't get our fruit back from that greedy, guzzling anteater, we'll starve." "It's no good," said Bear. "We'll never get into his stronghold. He's got guards everywhere. Even his guards have guards." Bear had given Sloth an idea. A sloth isn't fast. A sloth can't fly. But a sloth is very, very good at moving slowly and looking just like a tree. Right. And this sloth was also very, very angry. Little by little, hour by hour, Sloth crept closer and closer to Anteater's hideaway, and nobody noticed him. Not the other animals, not the guards, not the guards of the guards, not even Anteater. And so it was that slow old Sloth, with his mossy fur, got all the way into Anteater's hidden mango stronghold. And there we see all of the Anteater's guards. They're drinking the juice. One thinks it's too lumpy, one says it's too smooth, and of course there's one who says it's just right. And we hear the Anteater yelling, "Where's my juice?" Sloth got right up next to Anteater, and he said, "Boo!" "Wah!" says Anteater. Terrified, Anteater and all his guards ran away. Sloth had done it. He'd gotten everyone's mangoes back. From that day on, wherever there were animals in trouble, whenever danger had to be faced, brave Super Sloth would be there. Eventually. Because, he's a sloth and he's kind of slow. I like that story a lot. I like how Sloth found a special superhero, a special superpower that other folks might not think was a superpower, but for him it was. And you know how he found out about it? That's right. He found out about superheroes by reading a book. Because you know what? Reading is a superpower. So I want to tell you a little bit more about Children's Book Week. I'm going to make my picture big. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right. So reading is a superpower is the theme for Children's Book Week. And the folks at Every Child a Reader and the Children's Book Council have given us some ideas for ways that we can practice our own superpowers. What? You don't think you have a superpower? Oh, I'm sure you do. You just might not know what it is yet. Kind of like Sloth. So, grown-ups, if you go to the website everychildareader.net, you'll find all kinds of resources. So I just want to tell you about a couple of things, all right? One of the things that they tell us about is a superhero challenge or superpower challenge that challenges us each to find our own superpowers. So for instance, in the area of STEM, science, technology, engineering, math, I'll bet you have a superpower. So one of the things that you could challenge yourself to is making paper airplanes. Might not sound that exciting until everybody in your family makes one and you have a race to see who's can fly the farthest or whose goes whoosh, whoosh, whoosh to the sides. Well, all kinds of cool stuff. That might be fun. Another section, another idea they had is in the area of identity and culture. What makes you special in your family? There might be a holiday that your family celebrates that your friends' families don't. You could tell your friends about that. Wouldn't it be fun to share that? And wouldn't it be neat to hear about holidays or other traditions that your friends' family have that you don't? You can learn a lot that way. There are lots of things like that. And then another category they have is the area of mental health, which is something that's really important to me. One of the challenges is to write down 3 good things that happened to you today. I'll bet more than 3 did, but write down 3 things or tell your grown-up about 3 good things that happened to you today. Or if it's been a kind of hard day and something happened that made you unhappy, you can talk about that to your grown-up. It's really important to do that. Okay? It doesn't sound like the sort of thing we usually talk about at story time, but it's part of who you are, and that's a good thing to talk about. All right? So again, if you go to everychildareader.net, you'll find lots of cool activities and challenges to explore your superpowers. There's one superpower that I know all of you have, and that is, can you guess? Of course, reading, because reading is a superpower. Whether you read with your eyes by yourself or read with your ears by hearing someone else read, like we just did when I read a story with you, okay? It's all reading, and it is a superpower. But you know what? It would be kind of nice to fly, wouldn't it? Oh, or to have one of those cool outfits, like with the cape and the face mask and even like those wrist things. Wouldn't that be neat? Oh, I would like that. Oh, well. I don't think that's going to happen. Anyway, so what do you say that we sing our farewell song, and we'll go out and challenge ourselves to find some superpowers. I'm going to make my face small again. Will you count with me? 1, 2, 3. All right, everybody, let's sing our goodbye song. See you later, alligator, after a while, crocodile. Give a hug, ladybug, blow a kiss, jellyfish. See you soon, big baboon, out the door, dinosaur. Take care, polar bear, wave goodbye, butterfly. I still wish I could be a superhero. Bye-bye, everybody. Ha ha. Bye-bye, everyone.